But this textbook, we're talking about Lance Armstrong. Okay, so this is the 2004. So if you look at letter A, it says Lance Armstrong had the fastest total time for the race and the fastest total time for the mountain time trial. We have to find the point on the scatter plot that shows his performance. Okay, so we look at the mountain time trial, okay, and the total time trial. Alright, so if you think about it, like, everyone who was over here, did they have a quick mountain time trial or a slow mountain time trial?
Slow.
Slow, right? Because they're up here, this guy, he's at like 46 something, and all the way down here we're at 39 something. Okay, and then if we look at it, the total time, overall, okay, which one, who was quicker, guys down here or guys up at the top?
Down.
The guys at the bottom, right? Because they have a lower overall total time, okay? So these guys finished ahead. So the guys who are lower towards the bottom were faster than the guys at the top for the overall time, okay? So you got to look at it we're looking at two different things. So the time for the mountain time trial, and then the overall time for the entire Tour de France, okay? How long is the Tour de France?
17.
17 miles?
26.
You guys might be thinking of a marathon. A marathon is 26.2 miles, okay? This is way longer than a marathon.
75.
It's over 3,000 miles.
What?
Over 3,000 miles of Tour de France.
That's altogether.
Yeah, we just looked this up during our last class period, okay? Guess how long it takes?
5 days.
A week.
3,000 miles in 5 days, that would be impressive.
Impressive.
Think about it, 3,000 miles, that's more than from the west coast to the east coast in the United States.
This?
1 week, okay, here, 1 week.
Couple hours.
2 weeks. 3 weeks, it takes like 23 days, 23 days for the Tour de France. No, okay, so if you think about it, each day is a different kind of trial. So, you know, one day they start in one city and then they keep traveling all around. And so one trial could be the mountain time trial. So one day, so like let's say today is the mountain time trial day. So they just race one time trial, and then they record their times. And so they're not during different trials. Sometimes they're not racing against each other. They're more so racing against the clock, and then they get placed based on their time. Okay.
Wasn't it like the old times when they had a race coast to coast?
Did they? I don't know. By foot or?
Yeah,
That would be impressive. I'm not exactly sure. Okay. All right. So letter A. It says we got to find out where Lance is on this scatter plot. Okay. So Lance. So it said that he had the lowest mountain time trial and the lowest overall time trial. The lowest overall time. Okay. So which dot do we think he is?
The last one. The first one.
The last one. The first one.
39. Closer to the bottom.
The one closest to the bottom? Okay. This one right here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How did you guys know that? Right? Okay, so it said he had the best or the quickest mountain time trial. Okay, so if you look at it, here's a mountain time trial. He's farthest to the left, right? So he's got the lowest time. Okay, so that means he was the fastest there. And then he had the fastest overall time, and he's the lowest when we look at it going up and down, right? Okay, so this guy right here, that's got to be Lance. Okay, so there's Lance. So now it says, what was his total time for the 2004 Tour de France? Okay, let's see if you guys can figure that out.
83.6 hours.
Alright, say it again, Jack.
83.6.
Okay, and how'd you get that?
Because that's where the dot is placed on the line.
On what line?
83.6.
Okay, are you looking at which axis are you looking at?
The total time for a race.
Right, so it's asking for a total time. So Jack said, Jack thought that he has to look over here at the y-axis for the total time of the race. And so he saw Lance's time Lance, we know, is right here. So he just followed it over and matched it up with the value on the y-axis. And you got 83.6. Alright, 83.6 what? Hours, right? Okay. So now we so our next question is going to be his total time for the mountain time trial. Alright, well let's look at the x-axis first. So what's our interval? Our interval going along the x-axis. Going by 1, right? So 39, 40, 41, 42, so it's just counting by 1 every time. However, do you guys notice how they have little marks? They have lines in between each one? Okay? They have lines in between each one. So what's the interval of each one, of each little line?
25.
20.
20, 20%, or 0.2, okay? How'd you get that?
It's 5 and 2 and
Yeah, so there's 5 marks in between, okay? So if you think about it, here's 39, okay? If you add 0.2, this is 39.2, 39.4, 39.6, 39.8, and then 40, okay? So it's going up by 0.2 every time, okay? So that's your interval. Alright, so now I want you guys to get out your iPad, and on does everyone have EduCreations?
Yeah.
Okay, on EduCreations, I want you to write down the answer for his total time for the mountain time trial. You can just write on your notebook and hold it up. Okay, get out your EduCreations. So we're looking at his time for the mountain time trial. So it'd be easier if you guys just looked in your own book to figure it out. Close.
Is this it?
There's an exact answer. And I need labels. This has got to have a label.
This right?
Yes. Tim, close. Need a label. Jack.
I know it. I got it.
Close.
Right here.
Close.
Right here.
Look at it again.
I got it.
Yep, Jack's got it. Good. Label. Close. And you have the wrong label. Look at it's along the x-axis, right? What are we measuring in? So remember, guys, we're looking for the total mountain time trial, okay? So where is that on our graph? It's down here, right? That's what we got to be looking at. Okay? So we know Lance is right here, okay? So we gotta match it up with our x-axis for the mountain time trial. Good. 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 Riley. Close. So close. Go. What's your label?
Ready.
Hannah. Look at the graph again. Figure out your label. Yes, Aaron.
Okay.
Yes, good.
I was the third person.
Good. Close, Tyler. Off, just off a little bit. Both of you guys are good? Which axis are you looking at? Okay, so here's him. Are you going to match up with this?
It's between 2 lines, isn't it?
That's one,
Which
right?
2 lines is it
That's
between?
Okay.
0.6 and 0.8, right?
Close, Brandon.
So what would that be?
How come you don't have your book open?
Yeah, 0.7.
You gotta be measured, you gotta look on your graph. That's the only way you can figure this out. Good, Tyler. Yes. Good. Got it. Yep, got it there. Good. Good.
I already got it.
39, I don't know what that says. No, that's the wrong label. Look at your graph, what are they measuring in?
I didn't have the right down. Oh, even though I had the
30, what's that say? There's nothing but 37 on the x-axis. Okay, so most of you are getting it. So let's, what's everybody getting?
39.7.
What?
Minute.
Good. Okay, so, there we go. So, the way hopefully everyone figured it out is they saw, here's Lance right here, okay? We're looking for the total mountain time. So you find Lance, okay, and you draw it, or just trace down to x-axis, and you see that it's not right on the line, right? It's in between. Okay, so here's 39.2, 0.4, 0.6, and 0.8. So it's right between 0.6 and 0.8. What falls right between there? 0.7, alright? So that's how we get our 39.7. Okay? Moving on, letter C says for the top 20 finishers, the slowest time for the mountain time trial was 46.28 minutes, and the slowest total time for overall was 84.22 hours. Did the same racer have both of these times? Okay, well, let's, okay, so I'm hearing some yeses and some no's, so let's think about it, okay? So let's find our slowest, mountain time racer, okay? Where's he at on my graph?
You have to write it down.
Just tell me right here, where's he at? Abby.
Well, he's the dad, that's the father. I got it.
Farthest up here, farthest down here, farthest, which way?
46.
Give me a direction.
That way.
That's not a direction. Left, right, up, down.
Farthest left.
Left?
Or right, I mean.
Right, okay, I agree. So the farthest right.
46.5.
Yep, well, it tells us right in the problem that he did it in 46.28. So, yeah, roughly 46, somewhere around there. Okay, so you look at it, the total time for mountain time trial, alright, and it's growing, okay, from 39 to 47. So the slowest one, this guy has the biggest value, the largest value, right? Which would mean he has the slowest time. Okay, so let's circle him.
Alright, guys.
Okay, and then now it says the slowest person for the overall time was 84.22 hours. Alright, so which guy was that for race directions? Jack.
Be the guy at the top.
The guy highest up, right? Closest to the top. And how do you know that?
Because when it's going up, the time is going up.
Good. Yep, so the time in hours is increasing. So this guy has the highest number of hours, right? So 84.22. Okay? So therefore, the question's asking, are they the same racer? Is the guy is the racer who had the slowest mountain time and the racer who had the slowest overall time, are they the same person? No, right? So they're two different people, okay? One's here, one's here. Okay?